Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we'll be learning how to create this beautiful sunset meadow in a Polaroid style using some gouache paints. So let's get started. Let's start with the supplies that we'll need. We need 300 GSM cold pressed watercolor paper, some gouache paints of various colors that I'm showing you right now. You can head over to the description box to know exactly what shades I have used. If you don't have gouache paints, I would suggest you try this out with some poster colors as well. We're going to use some flat and round brushes of the various sizes that I'm showing you. Take a mixing palette to mix your paint, 2 jars of water, and masking tape, pencil and eraser. Let us use our masking tape to securely place our paper on a flat surface. Make sure to leave extra space at the bottom while taping down your paper for the Polaroid look. Use a scale and a pencil to draw the horizon line. I'm going to take out the colors that I'm using for the sky on my mixing palette. I'm using Winsor blue, orange lake deep, and light purple. I'm also adding some white to orange lake deep and light purple for a nice pastel finish. Let us start painting the sky. I'm using my pastel orange, a mix of orange lake deep and white, and blending it on evenly on the paper using left and right strokes. I'm now adding my pastel purple right above the orange. I'm also not blending them out completely now because I will be using white to blend the two colors together. I'm adding Winsor blue on top. These are the three major colors that we will be using for our sky. Once we have our three colors laid down on the paper, we are going to use white to blend the two colors together. Take your wet brush, add some white gouache, and using your brush make left and right strokes to blend the colors together. We're using white so that it shows a nice and smooth transition from one color of the sky to another. Doesn't it look pretty? This process might take some time, but don't worry, keep adding white and blending it out in the sky until you're super happy with how your sky has turned out. The main idea here is to have a nice and smooth transition from one color to another so that the sky looks pleasant to look at. Once you're happy with how your sky looks, we're going to add some far off clouds that we see during the sunset. I'm using the same purple mixture that I created, the pastel purple, remember? And I'm going to create left and right strokes to depict some far off clouds. There are no perfect shapes, just random strokes. Once I'm happy with how my sky looks, I'm gonna let it dry. I'm using a mix of burnt umber and sap green for the ground. My phone did not record this part, but I've fairly just applied this mixture evenly on the ground, below the horizon line. While my ground dries, I'm using white gouache to create a beautiful crescent moon on the top. Now I'm going to create some stars, the ones brightest in the sky and the ones that appear closer to us. Just make random dots wherever you like. Now I'm going to splatter some white gouache just to depict the stars that are far off in the sky and not so bright. Doesn't the sky look pretty now? I'm going to add some white to the same green mix that I used for the ground. This ensures that we get a lighter shade of the same color. I'm going to use this color to create the stems for our flowers on the grass. Make these random lines in any random order that you want. There is no particular size or specification. Just ensure that these stems or branches are going to appear closer at the bottom and will become shorter as we move towards the horizon. I just need reasons to create splatters. Using the same shade of green, I'm going to splatter some on the ground. Now I've added some more white to the green mixture to get a lighter color of the one that we used earlier, and I'm going to repeat the process all over again. This just ensures that we have some depth on the grassland. Doesn't it look amazing now? Using the lighter green, let's create some more splatters. I'm going to create a mixture of burnt umber and black to create some trees and bushes near the horizon. Just make small cluttered dots together to depict the bushes and the trees near the horizon. These are really far off, so it does not matter how they look. Time to add some wildflowers. I'm using crimson and magenta as the two choices of flower colors. You can definitely use whatever colors you like. Just remember, the flowers that are closer to us or at the bottom, they're going to appear bigger and they'll have a defined shape. But as we move towards the horizon, they'll become smaller, like small dots. We can't really see the shape of the flower, but we can definitely see the color. So keep creating these small dots, the bigger ones closer to us and the smaller ones far off near the horizon. I'm going to repeat the process again with another color. I'm using crimson here and earlier I used magenta. I'm just going to fill the spaces between the flowers that I created earlier to give it more depth. Using white gouache, I'm going to depict the center of my wildflowers. This is just to add some highlights actually, and the ones that appear closer to us have a defined shape like I mentioned earlier, so we'll be able to see the center of our flower. While as we move towards the horizon, we can't really see where the center of the flower is, so I'm just going to place it in any random order I like. Back to my favorite step, creating splatters. I'm using magenta, crimson and white to create these splatters on the meadow. This just gives it a really nice depth and adds a really random highlight, which I really like. So yeah, this is the final step. And there we go. We have our beautiful sunset meadow Polaroid. Doesn't it look beautiful? Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Like, share and subscribe to my channel for more art videos. Don't forget to share your recreations with me on my Instagram handle mentioned in the description box. Bye. See you in the next video.